I think. I feel boogers. I hope you're doing okay. Good morning. It makes me feel so slow. I swear to God, it's the worst. You got another golden video. You have the most golden kappa luck of anyone I know. I just don't understand. You always have one. KPP got it. No shit. That's fucking dope. I've seen it twice in my channel and never anywhere else. Ew. How is Hurricane Alley, Glut? How are you guys doing down there? You guys and your golden kappas, motherfuckers. I've only seen it twice in 9 years. I mean, I don't know how long golden kappa's been around, but like twice ever. It's not a common thing to happen. Tornado warnings? I saw a video last night. Actually, was it? I think so. I think maybe Philip DeFranco was talking about it or something. But it was a woman who lives on the water, like on the coast of Florida, and she was vlogging her experience not leaving her house. Like like she'd been warned and told many times to leave her house, and she's just vlogging as her house fills up with water and she's trapped in the top floor with her dog. And then she gets out, she's fine, the dog is fine, happy story, but like she the world is going after her because they're like, are you a fucking idiot? Her excuse is, well, they've done this before and we've never really listened and nothing bad has ever happened. I don't know what to say about that. It's one thing if it's only your life, but when there's other lives under your care, time to be a responsible adult. You know what I'm saying? I saw it once before they added it to that. It's more common law now it's part of the hype trains. Oh, yeah. I didn't realize. Yeah, I don't know how long hype trains have been around. I know. The lady was just dumb. She looked dumb. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Like the only things I've lived through is fires. And I've told you guys my fire story. Like fires are fucking scary. And I'm not comparing. I'm just saying that's my only experience. And when the fire is across the street from your house and they tell you to leave because the wind is picking up and it's going to jump the street, you fucking leave. You Nature will win. These were fires in Eastern Washington, Rod. The fires in Eastern Washington are just like here. They move because it looks, I mean, no shit. When I first came to Colorado for the first time, my first impression was, wow, this feels like Spokane. It literally exact climate, same trees, same everything. Feels exactly like Spokane, Washington. And it's just like it. It's like rolling hills of flatness bucked up against mountains. And so that wind blows all the fires against the mountains, but they don't go over the mountains. So Western Washington is relatively safe. Eastern Washington, however, goes up in flames every year. And I think I've told you guys this story before, but there was one night I was driving home from work when I was in high school. And I'd lived like 45 minutes from my work. And so I'm driving in the middle of the night and I had to cross the river that I lived on to get to my house. My house was on the other side of the river. And the bridge was lined with cops. And I was like, what the fuck, is the bridge down? Like, what the fuck do I do now? And they're like, where are you going? And I said, home. And they're like, do you have anywhere to go if home's not there? And I was like, what the fuck? And the entire mountain was on fire. Like the mountain that you like, we have to go around and follow the river to get to my house was just burning coals. And it was horrifying. That shit is so scary. I would not fuck with that. I wouldn't be like, this happens all the time, but nothing ever happens. Nah, dude, if there's a chance that fire's gonna jump a road and light me up, I'm gonna leave. Good morning, Knives. How are you? Yeah, Mother Nature always wins. Seriously. Good morning, Seatown. How are you? It's like the people here who build houses next to the ocean, then get surprised when the ocean decides to take everything. Yeah. Yep. It's the same thing. It's just like, I feel like if you live on a coast where there's hurricanes, you're kind of in acceptance that that might happen. It's like living in hurricane or Tornado Alley or something, right? Or like the people that live up in Boulder and literally their city burns down every year, but they're so fucking wealthy they can just rebuild it every year. So they don't care. And they don't live there. Like it's vacation land, so it doesn't really matter to them. I don't know. I don't want to die that way. I just don't understand. Like, again, it comes back. Like, it's this concept of winning a secret competition in your head that no one else gives a fuck about. It's the same concept as driving without your seatbelt on. You might get away with it, good for you, but like what good have you done for the world? Whereas if you don't get away with it, you might fly through your windshield and die. I just don't understand these like little like, well, I think I'm just going to watch my house go underwater with my dog. What the fuck? Why? Good morning, Frisky. How are you? Oh my god, the emote's lined up. Okay, so what time is it? It's 10:10. I want to see how long it takes for that emote to unline up. Because I swear to God, yesterday, by like 1, it was completely unaligned again. And I think every day it starts over. They're lined up for me. What the fuck? My father-in-law thinks seatbelts will get you killed. My dad has a response for that I will now bless you with. That's what you get for thinking. I don't know what to do about that. Yeah, I mean, Kona, is your father-in-law one of those that does their own research? Good morning, Yeet. How are you? He is. Okay, he's one of those. Okay, I was going to say this is ringing as I don't clean my butthole because it's gay. With the seatbelt thing. Good morning, Crispy. How are you, love? Like I see around here all the time because I think Colorado is one of the states where you don't by law have to wear a helmet on your motorcycle. I'm not exaggerating. 4 out of every 5 motorcycles I see is not wearing a helmet here. And I think just yesterday, someone in our community was literally coding a motorcycle accident. Wear a fucking helmet. What are you winning by not wearing one? I don't understand. Like when it comes, I love motorcycles. I grew up on dirt bikes, going to the dunes and shit, one of my favorite things to do. But when it comes down to a 2-ton piece of steel and your motorcycle, the steel will win every time. Every time. Every fucking time. One hell of a photo shoot last night, so I'm still trying to emotionally catch my breath. Oh my god, did you have aftercare? No shit. NH is live free or die, so no helmets or seatbelts. And no penalty for that. Wow. Good morning, Jangles. How are you? That's intense to me. Weird. I mean, sure. Like, okay. When we were watching Friday the 13th, 2009, Jared wasn't wearing a helmet, and all I could think of was how he wasn't wearing a helmet. Same. It's constant. Or, like, I'll see people who are wearing a helmet, but they're in micro shorts and a tank top, flying down the freeway on their motorcycle. And I'm like, yeah, you did the good, but, like, I don't know. I just don't think people, it's got to be a case of that invincibility. Like, they've never seen an accident. They know no one who's been in an accident, and they think they're impervious. I don't know. No shit. Same here in SC, and it trickles down to the kids. Kids don't wear helmets on bicycles down here past age 7. As far as I know, asphalt still wins against skullbone, yeah? Dude, trouble, same. It just seems so dumb. Like, this is all that runs your body, and if you bang the back of your head once, that's enough to let your body cook itself to death. I used to work with a dude whose brother got in a real bad motorcycle accident, had a helmet on, and regretted wearing a helmet for the rest of his life because he was so fucked up. Lived like 20 years just to wait. And regretted wearing a helmet for the rest of his life because he was so fucked up. Oh, because he wanted to die? Well, then. That sucks. My friend's boyfriend is in the hospital currently because he was in a motorcycle accident. He was wearing a helmet, but he still got a TBI and will likely be in the hospital for at least another month. He has to be in there for 3 weeks currently. I mean, the problem with it, like, motorcycles are dangerous no matter what. If I was to give my professional medical opinion, stick to dirt bikes, stick to dirt roads, stay the fuck off the road with a motorcycle. And it's literally simply because you're going to lose against anything on the road. You are towed in a fucking go-kart amongst semis. You're gonna lose if something happens. Now raise your hand if you've been in some sort of fender bender or something on the freeway in your car. What would that have been if you were in a motorcycle? It's just, drivers suck. No one's aware. I mean, just yesterday, or no, not yesterday, the day before. Yeah, day before yesterday when I took the dogs to the mountains, when I was coming back down, multiple little speedy bikes, you know, the ones you like lay down on, just fucking weaving in and out of traffic. And all I could think to myself was, what happens when one of these cars goes to merge like an idiot and they're not looking for your little sliver bike and you get rolled over? Like, what do? Are you going to complain that you went out there on a bicycle and a 2,000-pound steel machine ran you over? Like, I don't know what to do. I don't regret wearing a helmet. My brain still works good. My spine is fucked up, but my head's still great. And see, that's me, Ike. Like, I'd rather have my brain than anything. Commuters are the worst. Oh, my God. Helmet bounced off the pavement when my friend and I were being dumb and flipped the go. Oh, my God. That is horrifying. I rear-ended an SUV going 50 in my car, came out with barely a scratch. If I was on a motorcycle, I'd be dead. Exactly. Like, it would have laid over and you'd just be run over. There's literally no instance in the fucking universe where a motorcycle wins versus a car. It's just putting yourself at risk. But I understand. Like, my whole family rides motorcycles. I get it. I love them. They're fun. Would I ride one on a freeway? No. I've been hit by cars twice. At no time was any of it my fault. You can be the best rider in the world and still get fucked up. If you're going to ride, protect your body. I couldn't have said it better myself. Like, cheers to that. Where's my bowl? I think I have to load a bowl. I'm cheersing to that. That was perfectly said. Literally. At no time was any of it my fault. You can be the best rider in the world and still get fucked up. If you're going to ride, protect your body. 100%. And at the end of the day, if your neck is snapped, does anyone really care whose fault it is? Your neck is snapped. Your head is cracked. If anyone out there is going, well, it wasn't his fault. Your perspective is fucked up. Like, someone has broke their neck. That fault means nothing here. It's just scary. What did I just do with my bowl? There it is. That's so scary, Ike. I'm so glad you're still with us, my God. I'm glad you have a perfect potato and you aren't a perfect potato, if you know what I'm saying. Cheers. "100% Kona," and like, not that it makes it any safer, but I grew up on motorcycles and we would go on old country roads, back highways and stuff like that. Mountain roads where they're not multiple lanes wide. There's not people going 80 miles an hour. Like, everybody's going 45 to 35. And you're out there for the drive and the experience and the beauty of it, not to get from point A to point B, so you're not rushing. Still doesn't make it safer. Accidents still happen all the time. Like, it's protect your fucking body. Cole would always talk about riding many times and how careful and aware he was because of other drivers. Yeah. Thank fuck. He has children. My dad would always say, do you want to be dead right? That's a good one. My dad used to say something similar, but it wasn't clever like that. It was like, well, either I'm right or you're dead. Something like that. And I was like, at the end of the day, it's your ass and some things can't be fixed. It doesn't matter whose fault it is. Exactly. And I think a lot of people get wrapped up in that, like, well, it was their fault. It was someone else's fault. It does not matter. It's the same conversation we had the other day when it comes to, like, driving responsibly and not looking at your phone. It doesn't matter. Fault, when it comes to death, fault is foobar. That is a non-fucking factor. Death has occurred, and that is permanent. We cannot go back. You get no trial too. Both times I was hit, I was in town on a 30-mile-per-hour street. I hate how much you're proving my point right now, Ike. Like, I swear to fuck, and I know you know this, I wish none of this would have happened to you, but case in point, slow speeds, 2-lane highways, all that shit. Nothing makes it safer. It can still be a fucking horrible accident. And if you're on a motorcycle or a bike, you are at the disadvantage. You're basically naked and you're going to get run over. You have nothing protecting you. It's scary. Again, I wish none of this would have happened to you. I hate when I can't fix my ass. It's got this big crack in the middle of it. The mental image my brain just produced before you were just, I realized you were just talking about a butt. It was like a pasta machine for poop, all in those like milliseconds just then. Wow. Mine too has a big crack. I need to burp. Nope. Yep. Mine's the graveyard's full of people who had the right of way. You know, the last couple years, a couple of my neighbors have decorated their yards with tombstones, like a graveyard, and it says, I did my own research. Like each gravestone says something along the lines of, did my own research. Or like, ivermectin. I love it so much. I love the sass. It's great. Good morning, Star. How are you? Good morning, Flory. How are you? It's really shitty. You should get a bidet. Hi, VR. How are you, love? Good morning, Kills. How are you? I think a lot of butts. I mean, I'd go so far as to say every butt's been through some shit. For the most part. Then why is your butt... I just keep wiping it. There's poop. Like, what? Oh my god, what's that line from, isn't it Parks and Rec? He's like... It's like there's a marker in there. Every time I wipe, there's more and there's more. like a Sharpie, yeah. I fucking love that scene. It's so stupid. It's Andy Dwyer says it. Man, I can't remember what he says, but he says something along. He goes to the doctor for the first time in 10 years. So he's like, my arm hurts when I do this, and my ears ring all the time, and my nose can't breathe in this side, and this eye is blind. And sometimes when I take a poop, I just can't stop wiping. It's like a Sharpie. There's always something. It's fucking hilarious. I can't remember the exact quote. It's great. Bidets are 100% where it's at. Like, I used to think bidets were for people that couldn't reach their butthole and or old people. And then, I can't remember who it was. Someone presented to me the idea. They're like, okay, if someone took a shit on your hand and handed you a piece of tissue paper to clean it, would you then feel safe eating off your hand? No! I would not! Don't expect people to eat your ass if there's going to be crispy crusties in there. Disgusting. Stop it. It's like wiping chunky peanut butter out of a shag carpet. That is just an image I hate in so many levels. Some of those are just being human. I'm okay, man. I'm waiting on some sausage to cook. Yum. I also got some more of my office rearrange done. Still got a ways to go. Somewhat of a good day. That's pretty decent. I'm a mucus farm. My allergies are so bad. I feel like I'm on antihistamines. Like, my head is just full of gunk. I hate it so much. But I mean, oh my god, Kills found it. Shut the fuck up. This is the exact scene. Hold on. This is perfect. For anybody who hasn't seen Parks and Rec, it's a decent show. It's pretty funny. I put it on repeat sometimes just because I'm... Name, Aubrey Plaza's character. I can't remember. April. I don't think April ever laughs in the show. Like, for real. I don't think she ever laughs once. Ever. I used to use things like Good Wipes or Dude Wipes, but the bidet is so much better. I still keep some of the moist wipes in my bag from when I'm out of the house, but keeping that ass clean is a priority wherever I'm at. 100%. 100% could not agree with you. Like, it's just the best. It is. It's true, though. That's why it's funny. I just got back from wiping peanut butter out of my shag. I mean, I just woke up. What's up, everybody? How are you, Dylan? That's definitely an outtake. But that scene, I think, was in it, right, Genova? I think that scene was in it where they didn't bust. I think. I don't know. It's been a while since I saw it, and I'm googly brained today. Parks and Rec, the whole show? Oh god, no. That would take so long. I don't think a lot of people would like it. Like, as much as I like Parks and Rec, I don't know. It's like Big Bang Theory. I think people are really polar on it. Like either you like it or you fucking hate it for some reason. The only shows we have, I think, planned are, I mean, and God knows when we're gonna get to them, but it's kaiju, right? Oh, and Demon Slayer. I think those are the two we have that are absolutely like in stone set for the future. But we've got like Halloween month and then, well, Halloween months. You know what I'm saying? Kaiju number 8 and Demon Slayer, the new season, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. See, Celestial, I totally understand. I completely like. I think the first time I watched it when I was younger, I didn't like it. Like when it was actually on TV, I felt like it was poking fun at nerds. And when probably a lot of us, when we were younger, for those youngins out there, it wasn't cool to like superheroes. And we like stayed in our caves and played our video games secretly and read our comic books secretly and then went out into the world and put on our mask of normal and pretended to be normal and whatnot. And so when they were poking fun at all these nerds, I took it very personally. As an adult, I relate more to each character on a deeper level. Like like the amount of times that I relate to Sheldon is nauseating. Like nauseating. Back in my day. Did you finish the newest season? Oh, I'm excited. Demon Slayer's really good. I was 30 miles from the nearest school. Thank you very much. There's Knives, no shit. The vast majority of the time he's insufferable, but his like there are moments it's hard to explain because like I've just seen the show so many times at this point. But like for instance, Sheldon has this like 6-foot DNA molecular model in their living room. And it's like literally the DNA balls and strands and everything. And he has it perfectly arranged in a certain way. And Leonard, his roommate, starts dating a girl who's also a nerd and works with them, but bullies the fuck out of Sheldon. So every morning when she wakes up before him, she'll go fuck with that DNA strand, or she'll go move something on his whiteboard. Like she'll erase a number and put a different number in and just fuck up everything he's done. And so when he wakes up in the morning and like stretches, gets his coffee, and goes to look at his board and rethink it, it's ruined. And he like cries. And that shit hits me so fucking hard because I feel like I was really fucked with that, like that a lot in my youth. In terms of some of my OCD stuff, like the way my bookshelf is organized and the way everything has a place. And if someone moves it, I'm depending on that thing being in that place. And when I go look for it, I start to lose my fucking mind because I'm like, that thing had a home. I put it home. Where the fuck is it? And then I go in a mad fucking disastrous streak through my house trying to find that thing. 4 hours later, someone in the house is like, oh yeah, I left it in the bathroom. It like, to other people, it just looks like we're crazy in particular, but on the inside, I'm dying. Like, literally fucking dying. And I see that in him and I relate to it so hard. Because he actually has, like, emotional moments where he has to break down and go to his room and, like, cry. Because people just keep doing this shit to him. And I get that. Like, I kind of understand that. Because he's insufferable. It's a case of his friend group, he's the heel. They view him as insufferable, therefore they are self-justified in torturing him because he unintentionally tortures them. Because he's severely fucking autistic. Like, I mean, I don't think they ever state that, but it's very clear, like, but that's the justification. And my whole life, I have felt very annoying. I feel like I'm the most annoying creature on the planet. So when people do that to me, I'm like, is this payback for me just being human? Like, are you fucking with me just because I exist? I see that and I get a little up in it because it's rough. Like, it's rough when you got people that just don't understand. Or like, I think about some of my siblings when we were younger. Like one of my siblings who has been in and out of jail and on more drugs than anything and just has had the hardest time. When we were kids, he was just so OCD. But instead of acknowledging that maybe there was something up with my brother and sending him to get help, we all just made fun of him for how particular he was about things. Like, he would be in the bathroom when he was in middle school crying because his hair didn't lay straight, and we all be like, oh, he's just a vain piece of shit. You're such a girl. Oh. But he was fucking suffering, and now he's a grown adult who's in and out of jail and on all these drugs and can't get his life together, and I think about that when we were kids, and I'm like, God damn it. Like, I didn't know better either, But fucking A, man, if we would have had just some semblance of empathy for people and not just poked fun and bullied all the time, I don't know. Maybe we'd be in a better space mentally, physically, and all around if we didn't see justifications for being rude and just cruel to people. Oh, you read the manga as well? I have not read the manga. Good morning, Molly. How are you? It's there so you can find it, right, Knives? Like, I have so many things that hang on the wall because it's like out of sight, out of mind. So, like, all my giant rulers that I use for crafting and quilting and all that, they're all hanging on my wall by size. And it's because I know where they are. I can go retrieve one. And if you fuck with it and you leave it somewhere, I'm in my mode, and I'm like, okay, now I need my ruler. And I go to my wall and the ruler I need is missing. Now I'm halted. I've been stopped in my activity and I'm fucking angry. What have you done? Why did you do this? And then your plans, so whatever project you were doing, turns into 6 hours of searching for that object. Right? Like, now you're not doing a project anymore because you're just like, where the fuck is the thing I need? It happens to me all the time. And that's a huge aspect of Sheldon's personality. Huge aspect of his personality that I just, long story short, relate to. And I feel bad for him. And I get really mad. And there's also the aspect of, like, every character in the show is a big-time nerd who, like, works at a university and they're all astrophysicists and whatnot. So they've all got this chip on their shoulder, like, well, I was bullied my whole life, and now that I'm the adult and I make good money and I'm smart, I can bully anybody else. And as much as I was bullied as a kid, I don't believe that's I don't think that's okay. Right now, I can't find my smudger, and I swear any day the iFixit demon is going to come for me in the night. I totally get that. It drives me fucking nuts. My dad had a brother like that, and my grandparents ignored it and never got him help. It's sad, but he got better after they both passed away. Really? I wish. I mean, I don't want my parents to pass away, but I wish the best for my siblings. My God. If we had parents who taught us how to express them. Rod, I don't even know the word. Express emotion, let alone in a healthy way. What? You know what my parents did? They got us a punching bag. And that punching bag was covered in so much knuckle blood that every time you went out to use it, it'd be covered in flies. That was my parents' solution to getting us to express our emotions. Like, if we plan something and it's just us and you invite someone else, I lose it in turn. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Like, come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's so odd. We teach babies to be nice, as in touch nicely, not hit slap, but we don't ever teach empathy, sympathy. It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. It's fascinating to me. I actually had a weird thought about, I don't know why. I was probably just high, but I was thinking about this last night, and I had this thought, like, and I'm not saying any of it's right or I have an answer to it, but, like, I remember when I was a TA for elementary school kids, and they would do, like, I'd have a group of girls and we were doing a reading circle or something, and two of the girls would start whispering in each other's ears, and I'd be like, hey, secrets don't make friends. And they'd be like, because they were bullying a girl who read really slowly. They were just constantly bullying this girl. And I thought about it and I was like, and again, this is just random ass thought I had, but, like, what's the right way to go about it? Teach kids that they can't have secrets, which, I don't know, how do I word this? Like, technically, those kids are kind of on the right track in that they have something mean to say, but they're not saying it out loud to that person. And we're kind of teaching kids, like, no. None of that. Say it out loud or nothing, and I don't know what's better. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I had a weird thought about it last night, and I've just kind of been stewing on it, like, there's something to be said about if you have a mean thought or mean words, just keep it to your fucking self. And don't say it out loud. I don't know, though. Cocky would be the one here for this conversation. She literally works with the little ones. Like, he has character growth. The speech he gives after winning the Nobel. Oh, my God. That speech breaks my fucking... Every time Sheldon breaks down in the show. Like, there are an episode at least once a season where Sheldon breaks character almost and breaks down and tells all of his friends, like, I can't stand what you're doing. You're torturing me. You're being cruel, and I don't know why you're doing this to me. I cry. I bawl my fucking eyes out because I so see that because he doesn't understand. He's like that level of neurospice. He does not understand. Did you know that she was Blossom anime? I didn't know that for a while, but that's literally Blossom. Mm-hmm. Cuteness, yeah, because it reminds him of his parents. The thumper philosophy, yeah. It's broken. If you can't say anything nice, you shouldn't say anything at all. I say a lot of mean things. I don't know if it did anything. Right, and that's the thing. It's like the thing you're whispering is mean, but it's the act of the whispering that is really what's making that person feel shitty because they don't know what you're saying. And I don't know how to communicate that to a kid. Not that I have to. I just had this random thought last night. Like, how would you communicate that concept, what up, Somber, to a child that, like, it's good that you're not saying these things out loud, but the fact that you're still whispering them to someone else and that person is in the vicinity and can see it, that is the painful part. How do you explain that? I don't know. I love Thumper, though. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Something like that. That movie is really hard to watch, but that's such a cute clip. Thumper's everything. I agree, though. I mean, I think that's basically like, that's the concept you have to get across. It's like, it's not the, like, you, like, sure, you didn't say the mean thing out loud, but it's the whispering. That's the mean part. Like, you're still doing the mean thing. How do you communicate that to a kid, though? I don't know. We were always taught secrets don't make friends. Neither did I, but you know what I'm saying. The interviewee, Luis Elizondo, was a bouncer where he was told to guard Blossom long ago when she visited goth clubs. That's hilarious. That's amazing. She's a very interesting person. She also believes in, how do I say this? She doesn't believe in weaning her children from the breast. So I think she breastfed most of her children until they were about 8 years old. Super interesting. Want to feel old? My old. Yeah, that did it. Thanks, kills. You like Sarah, no shit. Bro to the Past comes in the other day, and I was like, man, how long have I been streaming? She goes, Katie, 9. And I was like, wow, you were on that. She goes, it's because I have a 9-year-old. She gave birth to her child in my stream. It's just crazy. Like, time. I know. She actually gave birth to both of her children hanging out in our stream because she was, and I quote, bored. Moms are a different level of badass. I don't like, you're literally ass up in the labor and delivery department and you've just got your epidural and your thought is, I'm gonna see how ClassyKatie's doing at 4 a.m. Oops, life. What the fuck? Women, dude. The lady is that fucking crazy chick from Game of Thrones. Which one? My best friend breastfed her son until he was 6, I think. To each their own. To each their own. I mean, I don't think it harms them physically. Mentally, might be weird to explain to friends when you're in 2nd grade why your mom has to come for lunch and you have to go under a blanket on her chest. Because you turn 8, by the way, in 4th grade, I'm pretty sure. That's a 4th grader going, excuse me, mummy, may I suckle thine breast, por favor? I don't know what to do with that. To each their own, though. You know what I'm saying? To each their own. Hi, Nana. How are you? From my limited experience, I think it's often easiest to teach kids about moderating their behavior by turning it around and trying to help them imagine how they'd feel if they were the other person. Oh, really? Does that work? I don't have kids. I just think, I mean, it's fascinating. The whole human psychology across the board is fascinating. My youngest just turned 4. You mean that chubby little baby that rolled around on your lap 6 months ago is 4? I hate this. I hate this. That is. Wow. And I watched you while my wife was in labor. That's insane. Time. I mean, literally, like, you've created a whole bunch of life in the time that I, like, streamed. The Irie chick. Push them through the door, or through the sky ceiling, or whatever. Through the whatever. What was it? The hole in the ground? Yeah. I blocked that show out. Fuck that show. This song is good. It's by Fresh Mode and Stupid Goldfish. It's called Children, ironically. I had braces in the 3rd grade for reference. Oh, you think they're homeschooled? Yeah. Because how else? What do you send them to school with bottles? What do you do? I'm going to have a crisis, I know. I have a picture I can share with you later of him with a chicken. Oh my God, yes, please do. Send it to me on Discord. Yes, please. Go to the dentist. Brush your teeth. Rinse with water. Good luck. The moon door. Yeah, make them fly. That's what that creepy child says. Make them fly, mommy. Like, you can never generalize personal experience. However, I grew up with a kid who was homeschooled and breastfed until he was 6. And I'm just here to tell you, didn't end up all right. Ended up pretty fucking weird, to be honest. Like, might have bodies in the basement weird, not an exaggeration. Like, but I'm not saying it was because I've witnessed literally him, like, while standing next to his mother. As a child, I witnessed that and was like, something's weird here, but I'm not going to say anything. And I've never, social skills akin to, like, Dahmer. But I don't know. I don't know what did that. He was homeschooled too. That might have it. But I know a lot of homeschooled kids who ended up pretty cool, to be honest. So, I don't know. Like, didn't end up super, super fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all I was never homeschooled, and I'm socially awkward and weird as fuck. So I don't think homeschooling does it. I think some of us are just fucking weird. With kids old enough to have that level of imagination and perspective, yeah, if they're below 5 or 6, then it's probably going to be difficult, as some kids just aren't able to conceptualize other people having different thoughts and feelings before around there. That makes sense, though. I mean, the kids that I was working with, I think they were in 2nd grade. 1st or 2nd grade. How do you forget that? It's impossible without drugs. Cheers to that. It was, and I remember my mom struggling to explain it to me as a kid. Like, this family was so interesting. They owned a tree farm, very homeschooled, very Christian. We did 4-H with them, which is why we knew them. But the oldest daughter that was closest to my age, I think to this day believed her horse was a unicorn. And I wish that was not real. But, like, we would go over to their house regularly, and every time we went there, she was like, do you want to see Uni, my unicorn? And then we would go out to this, like, pasture where this emaciated pink-white horse was, and she'd be like, only magical people can see the horn. But she was, like, 14. I don't know, it was weird. And the parents were like, yeah, that's a unicorn, and we were all just like, okay. Sure. And then, the little boy would come running out of the house and be like, Mommy. And make eye contact with you, like. was fucking weird. They did meth? That would have made more sense. They were more hopped up on Jesus. They like went to those kind of Jesus-y churches where they had a lot of like an overt amount of youth groups with young men in their 20s playing acoustic guitar and being really cool. One of those. I don't know. I remember going to Sunday school with them and they took it all very seriously. And we had to like glue two sticks together and then wrap a bunch of string on it. And they were like, that's God's eye. And if you lose it, you're never going to see God. And I was like, these fucking popsicle sticks covered in yarn are God? Oh my God, this is insane. I have to go. It was weird. I think actually, I've told you guys a story of how I was kicked out of Sunday school. I think it was the Sunday school they took me to. Where I wasn't kicked out per se. I asked why Jesus was white and blonde because previous to going there, I had already had the conversation with my mom, like, what's black skin? And she was like, oh, let's look at a map and look at the equator. And she was like, the people that are further away or closer to the equator needed protection in their skin from the sun. And I was like, okay. And then we went to Bible school or whatever and learned that Jesus was from like, an area where there's a lot of sun, but somehow was blonde and blue-eyed and white. And I was like, what's that? And they called my mom to tattle on me and my mom never made me go back. So for all her faults, at least she didn't push that narrative. God's eye is a bundle of sticks. They know. Oh my God. A wee little faggot. Isn't that a bundle of sticks? Or no, it's a fag. Wait, which one's a bundle of sticks? Because, like, there's a meatball faggot. There's a cigarette faggot. There's our lovely gays who have reclaimed the word. No shit. There's, like... And then there's fag. But they all mean something different. I got into trouble for asking why having too many daughters was the reason for the flood. Was a reason for the flood. I know! Haven't I ever told you guys? I know I've told you the story of when I got to meet Amelia's dad. And I go to his home, and he answers it, and he looks like Mr. Rogers, but like in his 70s. And he's just, in the little button-up sweater thing, and he's all small and adorable. And he goes, hello, lass, in a British accent I won't even try to insult him with. Hello, lass. I do believe my home is older than your country. His house literally was older than America's been established. Would you care for a fag and a walk in the garden? And I was like, is this a British joke? Am I on Gogglebox? What's happening? Do people still speak like this? Of course I want a fag in your garden. Are you kidding me? It was magically British. We had tea fags in a garden. It was so fucking, like, they're literally like that. The Brits. They're the old ones, at least. Like, damn. I love when queer people take back their slurs. I am not a gay man, so I don't feel it's appropriate for me to, unless we're talking about the British instances where it's like a meatball or a pile of sticks or a cigarette. And I still feel weird about it. Oh, the longer word is the bundle of sticks. Thank you. It's a word for a cigarette. Literally, it's it's a word for a cigarette. It's pretty commonly used. I usually at least see white Jesus with brown hair. Still should be Mediterranean brown. This was a blonde, glowing, like, it was a mural on the wall. I still remember it to this day, which is wild. It was one of those, like, open hands ones where he's looking up and it's, like, light coming out of his chest. And he was, like, borderline powder. And my mom had told me that if you lived near the equator, you had darker skin, and that didn't make sense. And I was a weird Y kid, so I asked. That's when the stream got taken down, because idiots don't know context. That'd be pretty fucked up when we're literally, whatever. People suck. I have trans girls who try to take back that one specifically, but it's because before a trans girl comes out, the world sees her as a gay man. 100%. I think they should be allowed to do that. Is it used more than cigarette? I mean, I don't run in circles of people that use derogatory terms like that, so I haven't heard it in a while, but I'm sure it's still used horribly. It's a big thing in Malcolm X with, oh my God, we just watched a movie the other night where she used it. Oh, what was it? Was it Jason? Oh my God, was it Freddy versus Jason or was it the last one? One of the Jason movies, one of the last ones. Kelly Rowland is in it, which was fucking comically weird to watch, but she like cusses and shit. And then I think she refers to Jason. That was Freddy versus Jason. Thank you. I think she refers to Jason as the F word in a negative slur towards, like, she's like, what are you up to? It's appalling. And now she's like a gospel singer. I guess that kind of checks out. The Christians hate the gays, right? She refers to Freddy as it. That's what it was. It was just unsettling and weird. Because I've seen so many interviews of her nowadays where she doesn't even cuss. And she does sing gospel. And she's like very gaudy. And I just, damn. My Bible school and church experience was way different. They used historical context around the passages, Katie, to help explain them. I stopped going when I was too young to even remember. Catholics don't give a shit if you know what you're doing or you understand anything. The vast majority of it's in Latin for a reason. The longer version's overwhelmingly more likely to be used as a slur here unless you're in a chip shop or a woodworking context. Yeah. Because it's like a sausage or something, right? I think the stream would be taken down for Gogglebox first. Just sounds offensive. Oh my God, Genova. If you've never heard of this show called Gogglebox, it's a British show. And I'm not kidding you. It's watching people watch TV. It's reality TV. It's literally a camera pointed towards the couch or sofas of some people watching, like just normal ass people watching TV. And it's their fucking reactions to these ridiculous shows on TV. And it's hilarious. Every time I go and I'm stuck on hotel TV, I search for Gogglebox because it makes me laugh. Because the whole concept of it is watching people watch TV. Like, they are watching shows you could be watching, but you're watching them watch it. It's called Gogglebox. It's very interesting. Your mom sent you to Bible camp? Really? Was it terribad? We should never watch the first Predator movie. Jesse Ventura throws that word out in the most boisterous way. I wonder how they feel about it nowadays. Probably, I mean, they didn't write the script, yeah. Yeah, basically a lump of meat and onions in stuff deep fried. That's what I thought, yeah. They don't look any more appetizing than they sound, to be honest. I mean, Scotch eggs don't look appetizing, and those are fucking delicious, though, so. SFW Voyeur the show? Oh my God. Kind of. Yeah. Does the fried food look like a bundle of sticks or something? No. I think it's literally a ball. I think it's like a meatball. But it's like a meatloaf ball because it's not just meat. There's like other stuff in it. Dude, right? Scotch eggs are fucking amazing, but they look like a giant turd. So, I don't know. I try not to judge things the way they look. Oh my God, there's so much. I mean, you can't just make one. You'd have to make a bundle and freeze them and then just live on fucking Scotch eggs for a while, I guess. I don't know how it got the name. I mean, historically speaking, it probably... I mean, gay historically was happy, right? And then that just like morphed into how some of us describe ourselves somehow historically. I'm sure it did something like that. What up, David? How are you? Kind of like Texas Twinkies, which are jalapeno popper wrapped in ground meat, wrapped in bacon. Wait. Jalapeno popper wrapped in ground meat, wrapped in bacon? I know all I did was repeat myself. These are... Behold! My freezer of frozen eggs! They be Scottish. They sound like a lot. I don't know how to get my mouth over something like that. Giggity. I think it's a fairly loose association and that it's vaguely a bundle of stuff. Interesting. Why is it called a Twinkie? There's no Twinkie. So there's no breading. It looks like it's a jalapeno stuffed with meat and cream cheese wrapped in bacon, which I'm, like, honestly for. I'm not against it in any way, shape, or form. But there's no breading? I like carbs, okay? The fuck? Where are my carbs? I miss them. I'd eat it, but I'd miss the crunchy, you know. David, you should save them for Friday. We're playing GAM today. Save them for Friday. Faded Friday. Videos and music. I think I have a giant broken blood vessel in this eye today, and I don't know why. Must be allergies. I'm dying. Behold my freezer of egg! Purple burglar alarm. I'm going to learn how to say that in a Scottish accent better than Scottish people can do it someday. But then technically it wouldn't be in a Scottish accent anymore. If I could do it, because no person with a Scottish accent can. Conundrum. You know what time it is. Hello, my sweet boy. You want to come say hi? Hi, Bubba. How's your day going? Awesome. Is a big stretch. This is my boy. I think his paw's doing way better. I can barely even see, like, what was going on. The hair is already growing back. It's crazy that it was, like, overnight. Naked. And now it's better. Much, much better. And his tummy's better. He seems good. We have a grooming appointment, don't we? In, like, 2 weeks? You need it. Your hair is so long. Holy crap. Holy crap. I could stick a pen in it like Knives' hair. Some Scottish people can say purple burglar alarm just fine. It's just a very regional thing. My theory is that it depends on how much they roll the R. I believe it. What was the word yesterday? There's some words I can't fucking say. Tincture. Tincture. It hurts my mouth. I don't know. I hate it. He does. His hair is so thick and coarse. It reminds me of, like, sheep's wool. Shut up, Knives. Don't pretend you didn't hide things in your hair. We literally had to remind you to remove them. Hi, Bubba. Thanks for coming to hang out with us. You're just gonna lay on my desk? Okay, that's good. You know, Cocoa Puff, my last dog, Millie, wasn't cuddly like this. These guys are super fucking cuddly. Like, they will bury their head in me and, like, push into me. I don't know what the difference is, though. Maybe it's just poodles. They're, like, 60 to 80 pound lap dogs. Like, if he could fit on my lap, he would try. I think. Nature of the breed. Yeah, they're just affectionate. They like to hang out. No, but I fucking heard about it. Disgusting. Too big heating. You're not wrong. Dude, Lil actually woke me up this morning by slamming her ass into me. The way I've told you guys, like, she gets up and does, like, the weird circle thing, finds her right spot, and then power slams her body down. She woke me up. I was like, bitch, what the fuck? She just kind of, She's such a whore. You're the sweet one. You'd sleep all day if I let you. You'd let me sleep. I mean, your sister would not. Yeah. That's because you're such a perfect boy. Will this murder the human? That, and, like, she has to be up against someone. I guess poodles have this thing called the poodle lean, where they're always in, like, right now she's literally under my desk laying on my feet. They just have this need to be either under a cave, touching you, or yes. And this is where Lil lives. She's always right here under my desk, on my feet or something. And so, like, if I roll away from her at night, she gets up and adjusts herself to push back into my back or something. I've gotten used to it at this point, but it is weird. I've never had a dog like that before. Aw. You need to go outside. That head cock kills me. They need a spoon, exactly. That's what she does. Like, if it's either she spoons into my, like, crook of my chest or whatever, or the back of my knees. Because she has to be on the outside edge of the bed. But it's like either one of those. Wherever the spoon is, that's where she's got to be. That's my girl. She's a clingy bitch. She's nice. She's just a bitch. Do you want to go outside? Do you need to go potty? I just never know. What do the eyebrows mean? Dude, same. Especially if it's hot. Oh, she kills me sometimes. Like in the middle of the summer, I'm like, this is the cutest thing ever. You're so sweet, but also get the fuck off of me. I'm dying. Not you. You're the best. You're the best. You're okay, Bubba. Oh, that's a good itch. That's the best. You're such a cute boy. Processing, literally. My boo! Twitch has been twitchy all week. It's not you, I'm sure. These guys, they'll do that. They don't do the butt in your lap. They do the front of their body like this. He does this on anywhere I can sit down, whether it's like on the edge of my bed or something. He puts the front of his body on me like this and has to hang out. Your rug is on you. Such a sweet rug. You're very sweet, rug. You're very hot, rug. Are you going to tell the people something? Do you have words of wisdom? Yeah, I know. I want to lick my mouth so bad every day. Do you have an addiction? Do you want to go outside? Okay. Right on my vagina. All right, first break of the day, and then we'll jump into the game. I cannot remember where we left off yesterday. Look at that tail. You said you go, boy. Your views on the economy? Just slamming their heads into the desk. Okay, BRB, my dudes. Chunk. That is that is like astronaut ice cream from hell. Blah. Are we, what category are we in? Oh, we're in the game. Perfect. Katie forgot to change. That's perfect. Yeah, gross. I don't know. I've eaten a lot of fucked up shit for charity. I guess I shouldn't say I couldn't. I don't wanna. I gotta move chat so I can see you guys. It's so, no shit, dude. I've had dehydrated, like, astronaut ice cream. I've had dehydrated stuff, like dehydrated fruit and stuff, but, like, lung tissue is not meat. It's just, like, connective tissue. It's pretty fucking gross. Sometimes when we get the treats, they come in these huge chunks of just, like, a chunk of lung, and we have to break them up, and you can see all the bronchial tubes and everything. It's pretty metal. Like, the treats are fucking real. They're gnarly, dude. I wouldn't eat lung. I don't think it has any, like, nutritional value. I don't know. Yeah, it's a nope for me. It's a nah for me, dog. My fucking computer restarted overnight, and I'm nervous. Never know why that happens randomly. Connect. There we go. At least it wasn't a bully sticks. My friends, like, oh, my dogs love bully sticks. They're actually really, really good for dogs' teeth. But I don't want big picture mode. They are a dick. Like, that's what a bully stick is. Exit big picture mode. Disgusting. Nobody wants that. Does anybody live in big picture mode? No. Gross. Oh my god, I kind of look like a lung. You know what that emote kind of looks like just now from far away? It looks like a demigorgon. A little bit. Yeah, bully sticks are just, but they are dicks. But I mean, This is why I'm very pro bully stick. If you're gonna kill an animal, use every fucking part of it. So like all the treats we buy our dogs, they are all just a pure like body part to say the least. I don't know. Like their chew sticks are dicks, their bully sticks, their treats are dehydrated lung or dehydrated heart. It's just like pure one ingredient stuff. Oh, broke a tooth? Oh my god. Wait, the little like one? The little one? Oh my god, that little one's gonna be like Mr. Barmbles. No teeth left. Freeze-dried minnows, stuff like that. I love that. I think that's really genius. Like, I never understood the treats that are like, they look like a little dog bone and they're like, blueberry muffin flavored. Why would I want my dogs eating something that tastes like human food? Oh, the little one passed. I'm so sorry. They're in a better place. They can grumble and drag their seal-like body with Millie up in the rainbow place. Not that that makes anything. I hope you're doing well, Donna. We're dying. You know, in the game. Fuck, resin is the bane of my existence. So disgusting. Yuck. Disgusting. Hey, murdering pixels is the best way. I take out frustrations all the time that way. Completely understandable. Cheers. Yes, Rod, it's fucking phenomenal. Assuming we turn off the nuclear power plants first. Yeah, I would hope. I don't know what's gonna happen there. It's great. I think that's a great place to pause. I don't know if that's where a checkpoint happened, and if not, it doesn't matter because we can just do it again tomorrow. But it's about that time, and if there's still 2 hours left, I'll have to do it. We'll have to wrap it up tomorrow, unfortunately. What a fucking good game, though. Aside from that part in the burning building. That part can suck a crusty butt. But the rest of this was pretty amazing. Yeah, this is such a good this is just a great... This is where we'll pick up tomorrow's screen, because how fucking peaceful. I would literally die if I got to touch a giraffe. I don't know. I've touched a lot of things in my life. Big, long, hairy ones, but never a giraffe, and that'd be pretty magical. People, man, we suck. Maybe. I don't want just any old giraffe touching experience. Like, if I'm shoulder to shoulder with strangers fighting for some giraffe's attention, I'm not doing it. I went to Thailand to touch elephants when I could touch elephants in the States. You know what I'm saying? I will go the distance for the correct experience. Quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. I haven't touched a giraffe, but I had one, like, we went to... Can't remember what it was, but it was some sort of safari experience years ago, and a giraffe stuck its head in our car. That was wild. There's a way to giraffe... Oh, the one where... Isn't that at Disneyland? Isn't that like in Animal Kingdom or something like that? Giraffes stick their head through? Those giraffes are like an hour and a half away. Yeah, but I went to Thailand. You can't win me over with that. It has to be the correct experience. Because, like, it's the first and maybe only experience I might touch a giraffe. I've always wanted to go to the Bronx Zoo. I've never made it, unfortunately. I tried to go to cool zoos. I'll check it out. No, Rod. You go and you Google the zoo, and then you go and you look at reviews, and you look at photo reviews, and it's pictures that actual humans have taken, and I guarantee you're probably in a herd of people, like, all holding up the same food, fighting for some giraffe to lick you, and that's not what I want. That's not the right experience. That's what I do for restaurants, too. I never trust the restaurant site. Oh, my God. Did we ever get news on Brie, by the way? And whether or not she has to do her, what is it? Oh, my God. The jury duty on, oh, my God. Help. Does she still have to do jury duty the day we're supposed to go to the Mexican restaurant based on South Park? Oh, she won't know? Oh, so she's not going to try to get out of it. She's doing the genuine, like she's going to call the night before and, oh. You know what? Good for her being a good person. I would have said I had a funeral that day or something, but like, good for her. Good for her. I wouldn't, but good for her. Giraffe Manor, it's real. That's pretty cool. It's in Nairobi, so that's where I need to go to have my real experience, the correct experience. I'm not kidding. I absolutely went to Chiang Mai and I went to an elephant refuge because I needed to experience an elephant, but like I didn't want to go somewhere where elephants were enslaved or they were pets or they were being abused in any way, shape, or form. I had to go somewhere where it was like they were rescues or they were wild or something, and the only place I could find was in fucking Thailand. I refuse to hang out with animals that are being abused or anything like that. Not that these giraffes are by any means, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of horrible elephant, you know, they abuse the elephants. They like hook them and stuff. I believe you. I believe you. I'll check it out. On that note, my allergies and crying over this game has made me so snotty. I'm going to go take my dogs for a walk. This game is beautiful, other than that burning building with the Trimo. That part sucked, and my skin feels a lot better, but still a little crawly from that. My voice hurts. Today's been good. This game is great. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and it sounds like tomorrow we will definitely finish this game. I installed Serial Killer Dating Simulator or whatever, so we'll probably fuck around in that for a while, and depending on how good that is, we have a lot of Halloween games. I'll look through them tonight, and maybe I'll ask people in movie night. So if you want to have a say, come to movie night. But on that note, I'm gonna raid someone playing Silent Hill, the new Silent Hill 2, whatever, you know. I'm so snotty and fucking congested, and I hate allergies so much. Take your joy. Cheers. Drink water. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Or tonight in movie night. Who knows? And what's today? Wednesday? Friday, in movie night, we're watching Midsommar. Just an FYI. Okay, bye.